Um, also, there was another TikTok. I don't think we have it pulled up, but it says it was like a song or something. It says, "Why can't you want me like the other boys do? They stare at me while I stare at you."
Yeah.
Is this the same guy?
No.
Is this the guy who? Okay. Is it a different guy? Was there a guy in mind for that one, or?
No, I just like the song.
Oh,
That's-
okay.
No,
I don't know.
that's literally the point of that
I thought you
video.
resonated.
No,
with,
I just like that song.
Okay.
That's
It reminded me of the lonely meme. Nick, do you have the lonely meme? We haven't pulled that up in a while. So like when women say that they're like lonely, can't find a boy, can't find a guy, should be on the tabs. Yeah, this is kind of like I think this is women's experience. Oh, I can't find a guy. I'm so lonely. You've got like 10 suitors, dozens of suitors, but you just reject them.
It's because women have such high expectations of, unrealistic high expectations of men, in my opinion.
Yeah. Do you want to expand on that? Or?
I just think that, social media, I think, plays a lot into this, but, even I own a salon, so you probably know this. Lots of women coming through, lots of conversations, and it's just, he isn't tall enough, he doesn't make enough money, he's not this, he's not that, and it's like, what happened to meeting a genuine person and growing together? Personally, I don't know.
Absolutely.
Word?
Not everyone's
Okay.
perfect.
Back to you. I think there's another TikTok. You said, "Don't lead people on for 3 months, bro." Hashtag wasted 3 months of my life. Was that the same? This guy?
that one was about the same guy.
But so you feel like he led you on
He said himself that he led me on.
during the breakup?
Yes.
He led you on how?
Because he ultimately decided he wasn't ready for a relationship when he thought he was.
Well,
So he led me on.
That's after you call him a bitch, though.
yeah. Maybe it's just it wasn't. It's not you. It's me.
Yeah, it was
Like, you don't wanna-
It's
you
an
wanna-
excuse. It's an exit strategy for sure.
Yeah, he was probably just trying to let you down easy. Probably. But do you feel like you were led on?
Yes.
But I don't get this whole thing. This always has confused me. It seems like if a guy's not willing to commit or he ends a existing relationship, he's almost always framed as the bad guy for wanting to end a relationship. Whereas it occurs to me that women reserve the right at any moment to end a relationship for any reason. Frankly, I think anybody can end any relationship for any reason. You can date somebody or choose to not date somebody for any reason. Everybody has their own preferences, standards, and boundaries. But it's just interesting to me, like, just why the framing here of, like, have you ever ended things with a guy?
Yes.
Did you lead him on?
No.
Did you end things with the guy because he did something wrong?
Yes.
Okay, so then why is it that when you end things with a guy, it's because he did something wrong, but when a guy ends something with you, he also did something wrong?
Because when I end things with the guy, I give the guy chances to fix his mistakes, like if his behavior is
If he
bad.
cheats on you?
No. Just like if I
Oh.
notice like patterns, like he's not putting in effort or things like that.
Well, that's I suppose nice of you, but you're not required to do that. I'm sure you agree.
Yeah. I'm not, but I'm the type of person
Right.
to have hope in things.
Yeah, but I feel like he told
But-
you, if his reason was that he doesn't want a party girl, he told you he doesn't want a party girl. But then again, I'm just going back to it. You called him a bitch, and he was done in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But he technically gave you a reason. So
Well, then that was his reason. And
But it's just weird. It's like, okay, if a guy breaks up with you after dating you for 3 months, 6 months, whatever, he led you on. But if a girl breaks up with a guy after 3, 6 months, however long, it's for reasons.
that's just ego, though. It's just I feel like that's the ego of like being led on. I don't think you
But
can.
it's not leading. I don't think it's leading somebody on if you break up with somebody for a reason.
No. If you don't want to be there, you leave. That's the thing. Like if you can't be led on unless their intentions are different, unless they're telling you they want you to be a girlfriend, marriage, all these things, and then that's not really their intention, and they're just trying to hook up with you. Okay, that I understand being led on. Cool. But if you both decide that, hey, this is the person I want, and you're moving toward a relationship and you want the same goals, and that's why it's important to talk about values and goals and what you want in the beginning. So you're not led on because you know exactly what you're getting. So
With everything that we're telling you, do you agree?
No, yeah, I'm soaking it all in, and I'm like reminiscing.
Okay. And for future, are you going to change that?
Probably, yeah. Because I know right now I am young, and so I do make stupid decisions sometimes. So hopefully when I'm older,
You're young, but you're still an adult. So you're capable of doing everything. You were capable of doing it right from the start. It's just you didn't.
Yeah.
So just take heed what we're saying.
That was a good question, actually.
How old do you want to be? Or like, have you obviously said date to marry, but do you want to get married really young? Are you wanting to have a family young, or, I mean, because you are young right now, so it's totally fine to party while you're young if you want to get married a little later. But are you looking to get married like very early? Is that your idea?
I wouldn't say like early, like probably when I'm done with college.
So in a couple years.
So yeah.
I mean, I would just say if you should look at what type of husband you want, and that goes with like lifestyle, travel, party, everything. And it's kind of like showing up to a job interview. So if you show up to a job interview in your pajamas, you're probably not going to get the best job. If you want someone to accept you in your pajamas, you're going to have to get a job that hires people in pajamas. So it's attracting what you actually want. So you can't just go into something wanting this really good husband and be like, well, just accept my vaping and partying, unless that's the type of guy that you're looking at to marry.
I mean, and
Can I say something to
Nope.
her?
okay, go
It'll
ahead.
be very
Quick,
kind.
quick. All right, go ahead.
I would like to. I dream of getting married when I graduate college too, as well. I think that we should just take this time to really learn about ourselves
Oh, boy.
and what mistakes we can make, even if that's choosing our needs first. Like you with the whole vaping thing, I have not talked to people because they took my vape or they didn't want to get me one. Trust me, you're not alone when it comes to that. But we do need to work on that. And if we are looking for someone that wants to spend the rest of their lives with us, how are we living our lives? And what are we gonna do to make it a better situation for us to be in a relationship? I feel like we should take deep looks at ourselves, not just you but me too, and just notice even calling him a certain type of name and out of his name, maybe thinking about, okay, well, would it be okay if he did that to me? And I can do the same thing, yelling at people, burning their stuff, is that okay if they do it to me? Just kind of asking ourselves how we can move forward without hurting the other person, even if it's really small or even if it's really big.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Oh, look at that.
Ulysses the Pagan donated $200. Feminism is why guys are checking out. We're called narcissistic predators. Most women have been indoctrinated and brainwashed into this unfounded belief and wonder why MGTOW became a thing.
Hey, the pagan. Thank you, man. Appreciate your TTS. Thank you so much for your patronage, man. Well put.
I agree.
Really quick
I
on the
agree,
whole,
too.
don't lead people on thing. This is, again, just going back to my confusion here. So would it be leading a woman on if I told her I want long-term, I'm desirous of marriage, want a long-term relationship, but then she gets the commitment, but then nobody's obliged to stay with somebody really for any reason. But if we're dating for 6 months and then out of the blue, she just starts, I can't even, calls me a bitch, or I'm trying to think of an extreme example, murders my family, is it leading her on if I break up with her after she's gone and murdered my entire family, even though I told her I wanted a long-term relationship? So I guess my thing is, it's not leading a girl on to say that you want to date her, but then she behaves in ways or does things that you don't like. No more, and I wouldn't, a woman could break up with, this isn't a double standard thing. A woman can break up with a guy because he's being lazy or whatever the reasons are that you don't want to date
I
a
just
guy.
don't think you can be
So-
led on. If you're an adult, you're making a decision to be somewhere with someone. I'm saying in that situation, like trying to just play devil's advocate, but you really can't be led on. It's like, yeah, behaviors changes. There's that. People change. People, you kind of like grow. Either you grow together or you grow apart. I don't think it's leading on.